Greetings, YouTube. The Republican Party has been using a tried and true method for decades, which is to break things and declare victory. They'll pass a law or deregulate something which breaks some system. Then they'll ask the Democrats how they're going to fix it, acting as though it was the Democrats that broke the thing. And when the Democrats struggle to fix the thing that the Republicans broken, the Republicans then use that. They point the finger at the Democrats, say, look, they failed to fix the broken thing. And then they use that to get themselves elected or reelected, rinse and repeat for decades. Uh, I, I first became aware of this like back in the age of Reagan. Um, but I'm sure they've been doing it ever since the Republicans have decided to become the party of white nationalism. At one point, remember, the Republicans weren't the party of white nationalists. That was the Democrats. And then the Democrats switched to become the party that supported civil liberties. And then the Republicans became the party that decided to support white nationalism. So every time you hear the Republicans declare that they are the party of Lincoln, well, their party was the party of Lincoln, but about 100 years after Lincoln got assassinated, the Republicans ceased to be the party of Lincoln, and they became the party of white supremacy. Um, but they have been accelerating this process quite rapidly in the last few years, where they're breaking more and more things, and they're being more and more boldly white nationalistic in their rhetoric, in their policies, in their public face, if you will. Um, their entire system has we have seen it laid bare before us, and it is nothing but white nationalism from soup to nuts. And it's all about imposing a Christian fascist ideology upon this nation. But the whole break stuff, declare victory has been working really well for them. And the problem is that the neutral media has been aiding and abetting them by not calling them on what they're doing. And the Democrats have, of course, been floundering about, because that's what Democrats do best. No one can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory like a Democrat. Um, there are a handful of true progressives in the Democratic Party, and I thank the gods for them. And there have been movements amongst the younger folks to finally step forward and say, hey, we don't want you to continue breaking the system, so we're going to put Democrats in there who at least won't break the system, even if they won't necessarily fix it either. But we need truly progressive politicians in power. We need democratic socialists in power. We need people that are going to look at the problems we've got and actually tackle them, actually admit they exist, uh, actually talk about the reasons they exist, the background, the history, actually educate the American people about why these policies and these systems exist in America, and then go about dismantling the bad ones, replacing them, and shoring up the good ones, and strengthening them. That's what we need to do. We don't need to just keep breaking things and hoping that what people will keep voting for you and none of them will ever notice. Because remember, the Republican base is getting smaller as time goes by. Remember that 70% of Americans support abortion rights. 70%. We're not seeing that in the laws being passed now, are we? Or the rulings being made by conservative judges. A minority has seized power in America, and we have the ability to stop them. Now, at this point in time, I'd like to stop them at the voting booth, but they need to be stopped. So keep protesting, keep speaking out, keep calling them on their bullshit, keep pointing out that they're the ones breaking things and that they need to stop that for our nation to progress and for the world to progress, we need progressive policies. We don't need people who are just going to maintain the status quo, or even worse, dismantle the systems that have been put into place to help anybody do anything unless they're a billionaire. So yeah, I'm tired of it. I know there's a lot of other people in America that are tired of it. So let's do something about it.